conclusion that we believe that our internal elections remain our internal elections. And it is the responsibility of the National Democratic Congress to establish ways and means of selecting our candidates, which we will sponsor for elections. It remains our responsibility, and it cannot be taken over by anybody. We have sought to involve the Electoral Commission because we believe that it is much more credible to involve neutral parties in such issues. And so that is as far as it goes. So the resolution we pass is to the effect that at any point in time, when we get to a point where the work of the neutral party we have engaged to help us select our candidates becomes challenging or unavailable, we reserve the right to resort to our own means of selecting our candidates. Because this is a subject that has been discussed in the past at several meetings with the Electoral Commission. We have taken a position before that if the internal party primaries are public elections, then Electoral Commission are under obligation to conduct those elections for the party free of charge, without any charge to the political party. Because if it is a state institution that has a constitutionally imposed duty to perform as far as our party is concerned, then why should they be charging us? Because it subsists on the public purse. It has been an issue before. And there has been a declaration by Electoral Commission that the elections internally, that helps us to select our candidates, cannot be construed as part of their constitutional obligations. So if we want them to do it, we must pay for. So we have been paying for all those services, including the current one. And so if we come to a state where we realize that for one reason or the other, they are unable to discharge on the contract we have entered with them, then we are left to design our own means to go forward. Again, because Electoral Commission has in the past been bothered with court challenges from aggrieved parties arising out of our elections. When I say our elections, I mean the internal elections of both MPP and NDC. We have had at the point to be requested to issue indemnity to the Commission for the conduct of our elections. The terms of which state that they are only conducting the elections for us as a contract duty, as not part of the duties imposed on them by the Constitution. And so they cannot be subject to any legal suit coming out of any process towards selecting candidates for our parties. And the indemnity is still valid. So we are taking full responsibility for the outcomes of our elections. And we are sending notice to aggrieved parties or parties who may be aggrieved after the election, that if they want to proceed against the outcomes of the elections, they should look into our direction and proceed against us and not the Electoral Commission, because we have given them indemnity in the past, and the indemnity has not been revoked. So that is the reason why we have had to pass the resolution that in case at any point the Electoral Commission feels unable to proceed with the contract that we have signed with them, then we should proceed with our internal party structures to conduct the elections. That is it. Our preference is for them to discharge on the obligations they have undertaken to do. But if they fail, then we will resort to other means of getting our candidates elected tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, tomorrow is 13th of May, 2023. When we had this legal challenge, we were informed by the Commission that because of the legal challenge, they were unable to proceed. We accepted it and said that we are going to deal with all the legal challenges. We have since dealt with the legal challenges. And all the obligations and the timelines, the only thing that stood to be affected by this delay is the evacuation and transportation of electoral materials. We have met them after the court issues. And we have assured each other that wherever they run into difficulties about the transportation of electoral material, we are available to deploy our emergency response teams to help them to proceed to do that. So far, they have not given us cause to worry that they are unable to distribute the election material. And so we are looking forward to them to perform their obligations under the agreement we have entered with them. For the sake of emphasis, there are two separate elections that are going to take place, even though they are using the same delegate list. You have parliamentary elections and presidential elections. The presidential elections, as has been explained to you, are taking place in all constituencies except Manshia South. And there will be one center here at the headquarters where all our foreign delegates will cast their vote, plus members of the Council of Elders and other people who have special assignments here to cast their votes. We have made those arrangements. And so there will be, in effect, 276 polling, like constituencies. There are other constituencies that have challenges with transportation, road network, and other things. So we have had to ask them to do local arrangement. For instance, if you take a constituency like Evaluate Ajomoro Ujula, when you want to move from one end to the other, bringing delegates from one end to the other, you have to cross about 4 or 5 other constituencies before you get to the constituency center. So we found it cheaper to break the election into 3 centers so that every cluster will meet at some traditional headquarters and cast the ballot. And so in some of the constituencies, you will see that one happening. It is because of difficulties of transportation and moving people from one end to the other and so on. Then we have 47 candidates or aspirants who have already been declared candidates for our 2024 elections. Our rules stipulate that if at the close of vetting, one candidate emerges as qualified, then immediately after the vetting, that person is declared as elected. So we have 47 of such candidates who have already been elected. We have seen other places where people are contesting unopposed candidates by going to court to try to seek injunction to prevent the parliamentary election. There is not going to be any parliamentary elections in those constituencies because our candidates have already been elected by law. Then we have 16 constituencies that have been ring-fenced. We believe that certain constituencies need some special attention. And the party's preparation in those constituencies is not complete. So we have decided to put them on hold. After the main elections, we will approach each constituency by constituency and deal with the specific issues there to pave the way for the elections to take place. Our hope is that some few months after this main election, all those 16 constituencies will have parliamentary candidates. So the net effect is that tomorrow's election would have parliamentary elections taking place in 212 constituencies because 16 are ring-fenced and 47 we have candidates already. So the elections will not happen in these constituencies. And so we will be left with 212 where the elections will take place as far as parliamentary primaries is concerned. The presidential primaries, as have been said, will take place in all but one constituency, that is Manhyia South. Abusuafo, the nti a yɛahyia mu awie ɛm sɛ yɛne yɛ partyfoɔ nkitahudie wei anaa Ghanafoɔ nkitahudie wei na nka yɛahyehyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ n'ano ukuada saa berɛ no na yɛbɛnya berɛ ne akyerɛkyerɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so ato aba no ne ɛho nsɛnsɛm na sɛ obiara wɔ haw biara wɔ abatoɔ no nhyehyɛ ho a na wabisa ne akyerɛkyerɛ mu fikɔ na kwan fufuo biara ne emu atoato anti no ɛm sɛ mpanimfoɔ no bi edi kabi maminka bi amam nhyehyɛ akyi ɛde ekɔkɔgyina court process so yɛ part of democracy ɛno nti na wɔ sɛ yɛtwe saa nhyehyɛ yi ɛsan na yɛdi ɛno akyi na afei yɛne wɔ mu di nkitaho ɛbɛhwɛ sɛ yie bɛtoa yie na yɛasan aba abɛtoa so ne yɛne mu akasa ɛno nti metimi aka sɛ yɛkɔɔ court anɔpa yi no mpanimfoɔ no a wɔn de asɛm no kɔ court Dr. Adofoɔ ne n'akyitaafoɔ no wɔn nya nteaseɛ sɛ yɛbɛyi case na free court na wɔn aba abɛhwɛ sɛ nsɛm a wɔn raise no wɔ court no yɛbɛtumi aka no wɔ fie a nti ɛda wɔn ase sɛ wɔn atumi ayi saa asɛm no nti ewie ɛne wɔn akɔtena ase yɛabobɔ nsɛm no bi so a anadwo nyinaa ebi bɛsan atoa so na yɛgye di sɛ ɔkyena abatoɔ no deɛ ɛreba so ɛno nti baabi a na ahoboa no aduru ɛwɔ constituency biara mu no obiara ntoa so sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔkyena abatoɔ no ɛbɛtumi akɔ so yɛabatoɔ mu no yɛne electoral commission for ɛkɔ apam sɛ wɔn nhwɛ so ɛma yɛn because ɛbɛba so ɛfiri sɛ yɛne electoral commission for ɛwɔ nkutahodie sɛ yɛyɛ biribi a wɔn ebegyina mu yɛ man a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno etimi boa yɛn na mmom nɔkora pa ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ electoral commission fo ame ate aseɛ sɛ wɔn nhyɛ mmara bi ase sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn yɛ election man yɛn ɛno nti sɛ wɔn yɛ election saa ama yɛ a wɔn charge yɛ mietua sɛ assignment a anka yɛn nyɛ yɛn na etua ka ɛno nti wɔn yɛ election bi a yɛfa wɔn sɛ sɛbe yɛne wɔn yɛafa wɔn paa na wɔn abɛyɛ ama yɛn ne yɛtua wɔn ka saa na yɛyɛ no da biara ɛna na yɛyɛ internal party elections ɛnyɛ NDC ne NDC nkoa MPP ne parties aka nyina yɛyɛ internal elections koraa no a yɛtumi ɛde ɛyi kɔ ebi a wɔn nte aseɛ no etimi de asɛm no bi kɔ court na wɔn atwe ɛde afra electoral commission for nti electoral commission for ame atena ase ayɛ nkrataa asan wɔn ti sɛ yabatoɔ bi a wɔn bɛba abɛhwɛ so no sɛ nte ase anyɛ adwuma na obi twe manso wɔ ho a onyi wɔn mfiri mu efiri sɛ yɛn yabatoɔ ɛne akɔhan wɔn sɛ wɔn nyɛ man ɛno nti awia yi sɛdeɛ electoral commission yɛne wɔn adi nkitaho aduru baabi na wɔn afra yɛ abɔ amanneɛ sɛ biribi abɛsa nkankwan mu obi de asɛm bi akɔ court nti wɔn ntumi nkɔyɛ no yɛte aseɛ ma wɔn sɛ yɛkɔhwɛ sɛ saa court case no bɛfiri hɔ na yɛtimi atoa so ɛnora na nano ayɛ ne wɔn ka no na nhyehyɛ no bebree yɛayɛ awie deɛ na aka ɛne sɛ wɔn de ballot papers ɛne ada election material ɛbɛkɔ various places abatoɔ no bɛkɔ so eti wɔn ɛbɔ break wɔ ho bayɛ nyinaa nyante aseɛ sɛ yɛyi asɛm no firi hɔ a afei yɛbɛba abɛtoa so yɛba abɛyi asɛm no afiri hɔ ɛwɔm sɛ yɛte sɛ wɔn pani no baako ka sɛ even sɛ yɛyi asɛm no firi hɔ ɛna fie dan kura no a wɔn ntumi nkɔto aba no bayɛ yɛtie no wɔ a ɛfiri sɛ saa asɛm no nyɛ asɛm a epie wɔ yɛne wɔn meeting ase deɛ yɛka no hɔ ne sɛ wɔn tie break so na bre bi a yɛbɛyi court case afiri hɔ no yɛbɛba abɛtoa so baabi a yɛduro ɛna baabi a yɛyi case na afiri hɔ no so anɔpa yɛne wɔn akɔyɛ nhyiamu aka akyerɛ wɔn sɛ materials a ɛsɛ transport kɔ no yɛayɛ ready yɛwɔ standby facility bi emergency facility sɛ wɔn hia yɛ mmoa sɛ yɛbɛboa wɔn na materials no aduru baabi a ɛsɛ eduru sɛ ehia sɛ wɔn fa wiemhyɛn koraa no a we are ready say ebeboa omo ama omo de akọ omo eti ase say problem bia ni ho na omo nya problem a omo bebo ya mane enu nti eho na ejina sesi a enti meeting a ne omo aye de enim say problem bia ni ho a omo ahya ase since anopa yi a ne omo ekasa no a omo gusu a omo ye omo ahoboa say ochina ebeba so na ya meeting awie ya kase esan say abato no ye abato na emu nsem bia free mu ba ebeso ayenti no ye party election directorate a ewo district mu no wo mu nyina standby enye ready say wo mu beboa na say ohaw bia si a wo betimi agina mu na election no akoso enu nti ye na mo akwanya so e ka kire Ghana for say ochina ye election no de besi sabre de bibia emesankan mu say election no emma so enu nti na amane a kakra ewo ho no nti ye beda mase na ye free ha ye besan akọ electoral commission ma obi a ese odi akire hwe say we aduru he ye besan akọhwe ahunu ba bia wo mo aye aduru na ye ogidie say ochina bato no de ebeba so ye da mu nyina ase
Okay, so please, we'll take some few questions from you. On my right is another microphone. So please, if you have a question, but please don't cross the camera, just use behind the camera and then ask your question. So Joy FM, let's have your question.
Thank you very much. I just want to know about the latest injunction by Mr. Asamoah-Gyan. We've not spoken directly about it. Is it the case that you've not been served or there is a kind of clarity?
Okay, so the latest